Now to an inspiring story of a mom getting things done. Ilona Koziol wanted a safe recreational space for her sons and the other children in her community to use. So she convinced the City of Brampton to build a basketball court in her neighborhood. With more on how she was able to do that, Ilona is joining us in studio. Good to have you. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much. Nice to meet you.
This is awesome. How did this all happen? How did you go from seeing a need in the community to getting it done?
Yeah, so originally, my son's been playing basketball for about a year now, and especially after the pandemic, it was really good to get physical activity back into their lives. A lot of things were closed down. A lot of the parks actually prohibited the physical activity for the time being. And during that time, I realized it's so important for them to get out. It's so important for them to have this physical activity. And there weren't really many places in the area for kids their age to be able to do that. So a lot of the parks have swing sets and slides, as we know. So I really wanted them to start going outside and having the physical activity close by and close enough that I didn't have to drive them and take them around. So that was really the driving force of the project.
And there's one thing to talk about having something created. It's another thing to take action. I imagine the city wasn't immediately like, oh, great, yeah, let's do it. What kind of roadblocks did you face?
Yeah, so I think with any municipality, there's a lot of moving pieces, moving parts. So logistically, it's always a challenge, but ultimately the City of Brampton is really for parks and recreation. They're really passionate about getting out there and making improvements to their parks, even the existing parks. So Rod Power, which is our local city councillor, was on board and he was really excited about the initiative. So once I got the right people involved that had the same amount of passion for what I was doing, it was relatively downhill after that.
And what about community support? What did you hear from neighbors and friends?
Yeah, everyone's just really excited, really pumped, and excited to see it come to fruition ultimately.
Once everything got approved, so everything's approved now, so what's the plan? So when will it be built?
So the plan is fall 2023, so we're hoping that it's a little bit sooner, and but that's when it's going to be built, and the kids are extremely excited.
Tell me about your boys. Okay, so
yeah.
You told them, and what was their reaction?
They were thrilled. I think they still have a hard time understanding because they're still 8 and 11.
They're so cute. Who's this?
Yes, this is Levi. Yes,
Hi,
that's Levi. He's the basketball player, my little guy.
That's really sweet.
And he's asking questions like, is it going to be there forever? Is it going to be permanent? So he's having a little bit of a hard time understanding that what it's going to look like. So it's just in his imagination for now, but he's really excited.
And I understand, I mean, you didn't just stop at getting the court. You were also lined up coaching. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the coach, he gets coached at Lifetime Fitness in Vaughan by Naveed Zoflin. And he's been such an inspiration, not just to Levi, but to all the kids he coaches. And the skills training he provides, the mentorship, and how he provides that team sport mentality. As soon as he heard about the initiative, he's like, I want to get involved, and he's so generous with his time with the kids. And he offered to do free skills training at the court once it's built for the first month, for all the kids. So incredibly generous of him. He has a big heart. So we're really excited to get that going and get the community involved and get all the kids out to the court.
It's so great. Congratulations.
Thank you
on the success of this. So what's next for you? What's your next project gonna be?
It's funny, people ask me that all the time. Like, I feel like it's the beginning. I feel like, this is something that's so important, getting the kids off their iPads, getting them out there, getting them involved in the community, and really inspiring them to take action on their ideas and their big thoughts and being inspired ultimately.
And I think what a lesson to teach your boys and really the whole community that once you have an idea, you take action, things can happen.
Exactly.
Thanks for sharing your story today.
Thanks so much
for having
me. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.